Yeah, should most likely update that so I don't suddenly think, oh, she has only 9 armor. Perfect. Everything should work now. Almost. Anyway, I guess we are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh well, then let's get started. You find yourself on a road at night. You have heard rumors of a warrior named as the Moon Warrior. And up ahead, you see a guy kneeling. What is it? You see an armored warrior kneeling in front of a glowing shrine. He hears your footsteps and turns around to face you. Travelers! Here! The goddess spoke of this. Fate has brought you here. And you see him, his regalia adorned with a helm ornate that resembles the moon itself. The moonlight shines on his armor in a way that you find quite interesting. And for a moment, he's like, oh, sorry, where's my manners? And he gets up and bows for you. Apology for this, kind travelers. My name is Nake Kame, and I am the Moon Warrior. My home seemed to have been taken over by evil forces that I wish to cleanse, so that I may reunite, or in worst case, avenge my family.
So, are we? Do we already know each other? Are we like or are we just travelers on the road?
That's a really good question. I didn't even think about that. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, why don't we introduce our characters as they come walking down the road, and we can decide. Because I have no idea what you guys have got planned here. Mizu Shizui, as who I'm playing, is he will be heading down the road, and he will conjure a blue flame in his hand that, as you see this ice creeping down his arms, he's covered in blue armor, and he seems to be dressed in the clothes of the river Ronin, as he is clearly devoid of dark vision and is trying to look around, and he just, his portrait should pop up here as he says, who do you guys hear who's speaking? And he just keeps on heading down the road.
Quickly, I cannot see anything.
Ah, god damn it. What? I wonder what. Ah, god damn it.
Do you also not have dark vision? Then go.
She should have dark vision.
I should. Half only, but for some reason it seems that I don't have dark vision. I have blind sight though.
You're blind! Still, I wonder what happened with that.
Oh, yeah, my portrait also didn't show up there, did it?
Try now, it should work now.
That's good old founder. Oh, I know why. Because you put things in folders.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it works.
I'm busy doing that thing.
What should I say that in?
So, who else is traveling here with us?
I mean, my character, she's dressed in samurai armor, long white hair. She has horns, and she bows to you. Says "Ohayo gozaimasu." Watashi wa gozen kaida desu. I just decided to keep the surname because, you know, why not? Yeah.
And what is your name? Sorry, I missed that.
I just type it here.
Oh,
Yeah, it means little.
and so I assume you two devils know each other. The horns on my helm are only on my helm.
Wait, there's another devil? Demon? Is it
Looks
just.
like it.
Oh, no.
I have no clue who she is. The name is Runthiel. I'm not really from around these parts.
She greets you too.
Ah, you look like devils from different worlds. Well, I assume were we perhaps all hired for the same job or something? Is that why we're traveling together? I mean, I partake in a fair bit of mercenary work. I am a Ronin myself. You clearly are not from around here. And he looks at Runthael, was it?
Yeah, Runthiel. I'm actually just a traveler. Sometimes I have to do mercenary work just to keep the gold flowing, but mostly just traveling. I heard about some sort of legend of a warrior and I came around to check it out.
Ah, so you think that might be him then?
Worth a try. Although I thought it would be a bit harder to find him.
Well, this is not exactly a normal sight for me either. Uh, Hello, sir. Sorry. What was your name? I couldn't quite see you before. And he'll start approaching the shrine.
My name is Nakate Kame, and I am the Moon Warrior, or one of many.
I will try and assess his armor. He also seems to be wearing blue. Would I recognize what clan, or if this is if I recognize anything about his armor?
Give me a say in a history check.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
it's very fine armor, and it's clearly from Kiga. That's pretty much what you can figure out.
Yeah, I'm just standing there for a moment, admiring his armor by the light of this blue flame in my hand.
So, what brings you here, travelers?
I'm making my way to Nishisawa for the festivals, but my friend here, he says he's looking for a samurai, was it? This one looked like what you're thinking, and he just sort of holds the light up to try and illuminate this guy as he's inspecting his armor a bit closer.
Yeah, I guess so. I just not sure what I was expecting to see.
Does that shrine always do that, sir? This seems a little more active than I've usually seen them on the roads, even at this time of night.
I guess the goddess guides you here, and that is her way. Catch your attention. Or maybe it's my worship of her that brings you that.
And your goddess summoned two devils, did it? And he just looks back at the Oni over his shoulder.
Seems Foundry hates me, not looking like I'm not going to be able to get the maps tonight. Yeah, it's okay. She's kind of just there.
Can we do a stream maybe? Or I can try and stream it actually.
I think it's best you stream it, because else you potentially could see stuff that isn't meant to be seen by players.
Oh yeah, good point. The DM shouldn't stream anime.
Wait, we are in like Kiga, right? Like proper.
Yes, we are in Kiga.
Okay, she'll just be heading to Toto for some unknown reason.
Yeah, but what year it is a good question. Because it's not necessarily the same year. Anyway.
Okay, can you guys, is that working? Can you see?
Yes, thank you.
Anyway,
so then can you give me control of her character and I can move her around?
Yeah, I was just about to do that. Let me see. You should now be able to access 2.
Are you joining us?
Yes.
Anyway, what he ends, he looks at you and says, "Not all devils are evil. And is evil not just a question of perspective, young one?"
Very true, very true. Is there, if you say your goddess has guided us here, is there anything we could perhaps help with? I am, well, if your goddess pays, of course.
Just as you say that, you hear some screams and 3 will-o-wisps appears. And for that, let me just get it up. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh, here we go.
For some reason I rolled and it said virtual tabletop not found.
Uh,
But that isn't
You rolled it
18
too.
Most likely because
on the thing. That's strange.
It's very weird.
What did
It
you
is
say it
weird.
was?
Well, on D&D Beyond it wasn't 18, but take the 2.
Oh no, that was because I've just rolled to put you on here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So, but the DM will have to change it. I can't seem to do it.
19, you say?
18.
Oh well.
Let me see if skill checks work. Nope.
Shit, did I roll a 22? Fuck.
Unless they get like, yes! Holy shit! Well, hope you're ready.
Oof.
Well, this one flies over and attacks the Moon Warrior. Should really learn. Just gonna shock him. But as you see it, his armor just seems to basically redirect the lightning down to the ground. And that it is now Misuzui's time.
I will. Okay, so I am then going to just as he looks over to his side, he's going to take a step forward and say, "Behind me, girl!" And he's just going to try and lift his hands up in a sort of Tai Chi motion as he casts a spell. Let me just double check what he's going to cast.
Okay, there we go. Looks like it's working now. Nice.
Oh, you on the maps, or do you just mean the roll?
No. I just finally got the rolls to go over.
Okay, well, he is going to. You will see just from his hands as he gets up close to you, you'll see that his arms are actually just soaking wet, and they seem to be the water that seems to be running down his arms seems to be freezing over his fists, but that ice seems to melt as he pushes forward, and from above you, all the water rushes out from the ground in a tidal wave out in front of him, and he's going to cast tidal wave at 3rd level. All of them need to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, let's see. God damn it! Oh yeah, let's see. Here it is. Ah, god damn it.
Damn, those rolls.
Yeah. Well,
Did it send my spell there?
nope. I think that's because
Okay,
I
let me do
forgot.
it through Foundry instead.
Yeah. I forgot to enable the what's called Beyond. Just try and check and see if it works now.
What happened? My whole screen just went right on.
Yeah. Just forget. It should work. It should work now. At least it does for me.
Sorry, I opened another tab by accident. I was trying to target. Okay, there we go. That should work now.
It's a saving throw dex, so only one thing. Let me see.
Okay, there we go. So 21 points of bludgeoning damage, half if they fail. I mean, half if they succeed, but only one of them failed. The 21 and the 23 will succeed. As this wave of water just rushes over them and then crashes onto the ground and slowly starts to dissipate. But yeah, if they, I'll assume the one in front is the one that failed.
Yep. Not in front, it's the egotistic. This one here that failed.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that one is then not prone.
I can recognize that. Yep. Perfect.
Nice. And then, yeah, that is going to be my turn as the water around him just starts to freeze on his hands again.
Yes. Good. Then the one you knocked prone, it's gonna expend half its movement to get up. Let's just remove that, and then it's gonna go for Tomin goes and try to shock her. Let's.
Oh yeah, you've got to. Oh wait, I can do that.
Yeah, it also depends if it hits or not.
What was her name again?
Tomin? Tomei
No.
goes and.
No. Kate, what is the character's actual name?
Kaida Gozen. I probably butchered it, but
Yes, Kaida.
Kaida, D-A.
Yes.
Well, it basically rushes up and flies towards her, shooting a lightning, but it just, in its excitement, it just shoots past her. And that brings us to Kaida Gosen.
Cool. She is going to attack the one next to her twice with her greatsword. One,
Next to her.
two. Yes.
Oh, the one that just came out too. Well, the first one hits. And I can tell you this, that is enough to make it dead.
Ah, nice.
And she'll sort of like wink at one of the other ones. Sort of like as she'll wink at the one that's next to the moon warrior as if like saying, "You're next." And then that'll be our turn.
And that brings us to Runtail or however it's pronounced.
I really hope I could cross this area at least without any sort of encounters, but those things always seem to find me, especially with this look. He just runs forward. What are the rules for drawing weapons? Or did we begin with our weapons equipped?
Unless you do something crazy like now I take my staff, my bow, then I smack it with one attack, then I put it back, then I take a crossbow, shoot it,
Nothing like
and
that.
stuff like that. If you just are gonna like draw 2 crossbows, then no problem. As long as you don't do something crazy or weird, then nothing. It's basically like Dev's game with the same rules.
Alright, then I pull out my rapier and my light crossbow, right? Hand crossbow. I swing at the one next to me first. And it didn't roll.
That hits. And you hit it, but your weapon isn't magical, right?
Nope.
You hit it, and you're sure you hit it, but it's just like it doesn't stick totally. Yet you still seem to carve some of it away. It is
Yeah,
still standing
I
or
keep
flying.
swinging at it.
You just keep swinging at it. Okay.
And that's a miss.
It just laughs at you as it, for one moment, as your weapon hits, just vanishes into, yeah, the ether and then comes back.
I hate wisps, and I just aim my crossbow at the other wisp and take a shot. That will
Hits.
hit.
How do you have so many attacks?
Crossbow
Yeah,
expert.
Oh no.
And
Yes.
that's my turn.
The arrow flies and hits it right in the mouth, but since it's not a magical one, it just flies right through and now basically sticks now into the trunk of this tree. But it still takes 4 damage.
Nice.
That brings it to it, and now it's not really happy that you did that. So it's gonna be a little smart, and it's gonna flank you. God damn it. It's gonna try and see if it can hit you with its shock. But even with that, it doesn't hit you. Apparently it's still shocked over the arrow. Just shoots right into the shrine. And that's its turn. And now that's Nakata Kamen. He's really angry and is like, how dare you attack this? And he grabs his sword and he tries to smack it. Come on. I know he has some abilities. God damn it. knew I should have. Ah, damn it. Why don't I have a stat block open? Perfect. And he takes his weapon and stands in a stance, and then he draws his sword against this wisp. But it is not a magical weapon, so it just slides through him. He's like, "This is weird," and tries again. This time he has figured it out, and with it, let me just see. He almost vanquishes it. The flames of it now not so bright. That brings it to this one, and it's like, it is maybe starting to figure out it wasn't so good an idea to attack, but since the last attacker was, he thinks like, oh, this guy, he did a lot of damage, so it tries now to attack him with its shock, and let's see if that succeeds. Come on. And it's just too weak to basically do any damage, and that brings it most likely to its end. Which brings us to Mitsushi.
Okay, yeah, they're both looking pretty badly hurt, right?
The one in front of you, it's like, if you ever seen like a candle when it's about to basically burn out, that's like how this will-o-wisp looks. The other one is like, it's still there, but if a little wind blow, then it's maybe just falls over.
Yeah, I'm gonna just the one in front of me. I'm just going to lean forward and I'm gonna blow on it. I'm just going to try and blow it out like a candle, but I'm gonna cast frostbite. It needs to make a con saving throw, a DC 16.
And it fails.
Yeah, so you see this mist that he blows out as he does 10 cold damage.
And it's just like, what a world, what a world.
All right, so is that one dead?
It's dead. Yes.
Okay, nice. So then I'm going to, after snuffing that one out, I will make my way around and then just look at the other one and start to form an icy whip in my hand, but I'll just sort of nod to the Oni to finish it off, and that'll be my turn.
And that brings us to Kaiten Gosen.
She'll attack the last one with her greatsword. Like huge greatsword.
None of those hits.
Dang it. She looks angry with herself. For not hitting. Sort of like
To be fair,
scowls a bit.
this is the most annoying target, like a floating head. You might be used to going for the neck. This thing doesn't even have a neck, it's just like floating back and forth.
Fair enough. She'll sort of scowl at the head. And that'll be her turn. Well, actually, no. Can she try and intimidate it with her scowl?
Feel free to try, yes.
Go.
Yes, the glare of an Oni. Of course, at 24.
I think she's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it looks like it was it had called sick into work today.
Nice.
This brings us to Rontel's turn.
Yeah, I'll try to finish him.
Sorry, this is what happens when I have control of you.
No, that's exactly what you'd say, honestly. Just this glare.
It just doesn't hit.
That also will miss. That will hit.
Remember?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Disadvantage.
No,
if it's up
no,
close.
because he has crossbow expert. Doesn't
Oh,
that
nice
negate it?
executioner.
Yeah, I was about to mention it. And this, like, you just fire it, and you most likely miss the. It flies through the bush, and hits this. It still damages this creature, who now looks. It looks a little bit more less glowing than it used to, but it's still going.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Which brings it to this one's turn. And it's like. It's actually afraid, so it decides, you know what? Away! And disengages and just runs away because it was so scared of the Oni. And this ends.
Wait, how far away does it get? I was readying a whip. Can I, as it runs away, can I try to chase after it and get over here?
Sure, try it.
Then I'm gonna use a water whip. Not 20.
It's just not its day.
18 points of. I would like to flavor this as cold damage, but it just
Yeah, it's
runs
just
up onto
there
the
and
pulls him back.
Yep, it just comes there and smacks directly into your helm, and the damage it kills. Other than it was already dead, so basically just as it hits your helm, it's just like you're bathed in like green smoke. Just as it extinguishes. And with that, you have defeated them. Yay!
Well, Forge, you two devils are quite the handy pair.
She gives a bow. Thank you. You're not bad yourself.
Yeah, thanks. And I just go to the bush looking for my crossbow bolt.
Well, that would be an investigation to try to see if you can retrieve it or find it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's not much left of the jaw that thing caught it in. Mind a handy little device you have there, though. Is that shinobi weaponry?
$24.
Yep, that's you just find it. It's basically just dug itself underneath a little, what's called the little bush. It's, yeah, interesting. It's really interesting to find it there.
Yeah, just pull it out and step back. She know what? That's a crossbow. I'm not here for too long, but you guys really don't sell boats anywhere. I have to keep recycling the ones I use. What's up with that anyway?
Oh, not a common weapon. First time I've seen such a little one. We've got ballistas, but usually only on the ships. And he just looks over at the Moon Knight as he approaches.
Even the smallest weapon can fell a huge Oni. And looks at Gaiden and Runtulan is like, of course, no offense to you, travelers.
Trust me, I've heard worse.
Well, you seem pretty capable, so my house is not too far from here, and it seems to be. I fear it may be infected by similar creatures like this, so would you, kind travelers, help me clean it out? It's only a few minutes, so a little walk from here.
I could use some shelter for the night. If we need to clear out some space, I'd be happy to help. But, as I said before, what are you paying?
Well, I'm not sure what's left because who knows, maybe there's been thieves in the household. I don't know. But if there is some, I will pay you a good amount. How does 20 gold sound?
20 gold each? And I assume you mean Koku.
Yeah, Koku. Yes, 20 Koku each.
Sounds wonderful. And I think no better partners to be clearing houses of spirits than two. And he starts to realize that he may be hopping on the devil thing a little bit much and just looks over at each of you. Are you interested in his deal?
She kind of just shrugs and says, "Well, sure, why not?"
I don't really have a plan of action here, so I can do whatever. Let's help them out.
Right. Well then, perhaps we can help you clear your spirits and spend the night. I'll show you two to the. You said you're heading to Toto, right? I'm sure we can find you some of those crossbow bolts in Toto. They've got all sorts of weapons. Lead the way, Mr. Moon Knight.
And with that he starts walking down this path. And we transitions into Act 1. Yay. And of course I forgot to put down the tokens.
The one problem with last minute characters is having no time to actually come up with the character motivation. Like,
True.
work,
True.
just odd jobs it is.
Adjust
Better than farming.
damn it! I hate
Oh, now I know you're feeling the pain of the DM now. See, I'm sure I've got some good music for this.
Perfect. At least this time, hopefully, it will remember that. So, it's okay. And as you walk a little bit, you find yourself in front of a traditional looking house complex with a unique design to it. Refined lines to the roof and crimson red lanterns hanging along the entire length of the wall that surrounds the building. If it were not for the foul feeling that you get from the undead corruption that surrounds this place, you definitely think that someone lived here. You see the moon warrior carefully approach the front door to the complex and then slowly push it open. He heads inside and you lose sight of him. Only a second as you see him standing out again, looking at you, begging you to come in.
Oh, we're still on the same map.
Oh, are you not being... Oh, god damn it. Yeah, you should be able to... Yeah. I was like, god damn it. How did I make such a mistake? And then I forgot to... I didn't even pull you over. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if you're gonna collide with the wall. That's possible.
Yeah, just in case I pull out the mutagen vial I have. Just like flat, try to hide it in my hand. Just walk in after him. Yeah, colliding with a wall.
Oh, relax. I'm just pulling you. And now you can't see your bodies. I know.
Can't see much, very dark in here. Is this where we're heading in?
Yep,
And
that's
he'll-
where you're
he'll-
heading. And yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure there was at some point where you could move where there was no wall. Can you walk over this?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, perfect. Mm.
It is very dark in here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I just realized I did all the edits to my token on the actual only that token. Damn it. Hold on.
Well, I'm not sure it's so dark. The lanterns gives a good amount of light.
Yeah, but everything else is pitch black, so
yeah,
it's just-
that's fine. That's fine. Relax.
but it's also because we haven't explored through the fog, but that's cool. Carry on.
Wait,
This is
Mizu
just the first
doesn't-
time I'm used to having GM vision on the map.
I
Mizu
know.
doesn't have dark vision.
No, Tinasi doesn't
Oh.
have dark visions, and neither does Onis does, but because it's a broken one, I had to fix it. So I gave her dark vision. I could do the same for that, but nope. I think it's nice, this look.
Yeah, but I can't see anyone else for some reason.
Really? better now?
Yeah, maybe. But what did you do there? I was just gonna light my hand up.
I just gave you Tim Vision 30. At least.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, that should work. Because it's, of course, you need to see the others.
But he uses the produce flame again to. He just sort of there's kind of a glow coming off of the ice on his hands as he uses that for light.
Oh.
So can we see that thing on the other side of the wall as we're?
Oh, you mean this one? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And that's as Nakata Kame see it. He's just like foul undead, gets out of here. He just rushes towards it, holding his sword and initiative. Again. I'm gonna put that in when I'm starting that combat. Let's see.
Sorry, I rolled for you again, but.
God damn it! What happens with that thingy? What is it with your token art?
What?
What is it with your token art?
Mine? Why?
When you roll, it doesn't show your profile picture. It shows mine and Kaira's, but not yours.
Oh, because it was probably moved.
Foundry problems, and now it's fine. Now
they have fixed it now. I think. Is it showing up now?
Yeah. It shows up on the initiative tracker, which is the one I basically was like about. Yeah, but he sees this undead and he takes his sword. He's really wanting it to die. So he lifts his head, screams, "Ume, give me strength!" And his sword lights up in a glow. And let's see if he hits. Yes, he hits, and he uses one of his 2 abilities to give it a radiant damage, which means that, holy shit. Well, that's half damage plus. Whoa! How much is that? Let's see, that's. He takes a good chunk at it as he strikes down heavenly. And then the next turn, from behind comes a creature that was hidden, which, if he wasn't aware of it, or rather that he would have been surprised, but still, this wraith, it attacks him. What has it? Oh, it has multi-attack. Yes. It uses its longsword trying to strike him down. And let's see if it hits. It just clanks off the armor, almost finding purchase. And since it has a multi-attack, then it's gonna attack again. And yet, it's still the same. Bringing us to Runthel.
I only see like one of the whites. Is it supposed to be like that? Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I thought it was visible when I turned it on the initiative tracker.
Yeah, he just grabs the mutagen vial and stabs it in his arm. Let's just get this over quickly, he says. And you see like the tattoos he has on his arm glow yellow as he rushes inside with his rapier and the crossbow. So the mutagen will just change my dex to 21. Gives me +3 to dex. And I think disadvantages on wisdom saving throws.
The celerity one.
Yeah. And I rush in with the rapier. I move myself. That's 119.
It hits.
Oh. That's one attack. And that's the second one. Wait, I roll for damage accidentally. Never mind, it missed. Oh no!
Your first attack, this creature is surprised to see another attacker. It only expected. It was basically so focused on Nagantem. So you basically stabs it, and since I think it's Wraith, let me just check. Yeah, you're basically that, but still, your weapon is not magical, so it does as much damage as it could, but still, it feels it. And then it shifts its focus to you and just avoids your weapon since it doesn't want to take more damage.
Yep, that's my turn.
And that brings us to. Let me check. Is that the Wraith? No, that's the Wraith. It now sees you, and it's really, really annoyed. So it turns towards you and is. Ooh, since. I actually realized something. Since your dex increased, that would also increase your armor, wouldn't it?
Yeah, by 1 to 17.
Okay, good, good. You have figured it out, good. Then it just takes its long sword and tries to smack you with it. But it's just not enough. But then it thinks, oh, it looks so delicious. And it outstretches its one hand and tries to drain your life. But you're just too quick for it. So it grasps where you thought you were, but you move too quick, so it just grabs your after image. And this brings us to Musen's. Yeah, Mushi. Yeah.
So I'm going to walk over to the Oni, and I'm just going to, as I see the ghosts on the other side, say, "Hand me your sword." And the frost around his hands is going to form as. Are you going to offer him the blade. He's trying to empower your sword.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to cast Elemental Weapon as he just runs his hand along your greatsword. I think you said as
Mm-hmm.
it is covered in this razor sharp ice, and it becomes a +1 magic weapon and does 1d4 cold damage on a hit as well.
Oh, damn. Nice.
As he turns it into this frost blade and then just gives you a nod as he then turns to move towards those whites. And then let's double check. That's an action. So then he is just going to make his way in a bit closer, and that'll be his turn.
Finally bringing us to Kaiden Ghost.
Yeah. She will go up to one of the whites and attack it twice.
How much movement have you got? 30.
Yeah. 30 feet.
Both of those hits. Let me just calculate. Oh yeah, I don't even need to calculate since yours elemental. Oh yeah, what does elemental weapon actually do?
Yeah, so it'll add a +1 to each of those, and it's a magic weapon and a 1d4 cold damage on each of those hits. So yeah, 2d4. Nice. Ooh, unlucky on the damage.
You just
Would that kill it, or should she add some smite?
It kills it.
Nice.
It basically just freezes over and is like, just falls backwards and shatters. So it's pretty safe that it's dead.
And then she'll sort of like look to the other one and smack at it. And that'll be her turn. And she'll also thank you for enchanting her weapon. She'll just like give you a thankful nod.
And we learned something. She's a paladin.
Yes.
Yeah, these are great friends to have made before wandering into this mess.
The only thing better would have been if one of you had been a cleric.
No, if one of us had been Jerry.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's why we're heading to Toto. We heard we're going to hire someone. But
yes.
nice.
We're going to find Sherry.
Nakati Kami looks at it, it's like, what's it called, Mizu, and is like, whoa, you serve some elemental guard. Good move. And then he just puts his sword down into the scabbard and then turns around and pulls it out and swings at the creature behind him. Yet, it is not enough because he gets a little bit overbalanced and just misses, basically hits it into the ground. But he doesn't give up. He thinks of something. Maybe this can trick it. And he pulls it up from the ground and basically threw it. But he hasn't empowered it this time. So it only does half the damage, but still, this creature looks really surprised. It brings it to that creature who looks at him and is like, ooh, that's not very nice. And then tries to basically return the favor by slamming him in the side with its great sword, its long sword. Come on.
Sorry, didn't mean to move there.
Let's see what happens. Oh! That's nice. and it hits him really hard. You can basically see him. Oh, he isn't too happy now. He takes those 11 damage. This creature, it's not stupid, so it thinks, this delicious thing, and tries to touch it. Try to basically drain some life from the damage it did. But he just, with his sword, parries it away. And it's like, just laughing. What the? Oh my god, I just saw Jerry's cursor and I was like, oh no, Jerry. Well, that brings us to, Runtle.
You see him get hit, he just rushes forward to help him. He will start swinging.
Hit.
That will hit. 5 damage. As well. And this one will miss. Still the crossbow. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you swing at it and hits it. But again, it's not magical. So it just sweeps like through it. And you just simply, it just moves away since, yep, it has seen what the other devil has done to it, to its friend. So it's like, nope, not that. But as it steps, it just misses focus of you. So you fire it and hits it through the eye, and it's like, yeah, it would maybe have hurt a lot if it was a magical arrow, but it's not. So it just phases through and just hits one of the ropes, almost causing one of the what's called lanterns to fall down. And that brings you to Musu, who hasn't had a lot of action.
There's going to be an extra 10 feet that it says I moved because I accidentally moved my token, but he's going to rush through the door there, and I'm going to rush onto the tree, but I'm going to use my druidic power of the land stride to, as I run towards the tree, command the water inside the roots to just move and lift me up into the branches, just giving me a little platform, enough height to get over their shoulders as I throw the flame that I'm holding, and I'm going to throw that produce flame cantrip at the white, so that
Oh, that's 1d4 if it... Yeah, it hits.
and that's 2d8. What do you mean? Huh? So 5, but all the damage is cold. If
Yeah,
that could be
I
fire,
understand.
burn.
I understand. It's like,
Yeah.
if you cast a fireball, it would be like a ball of ice or ball
Yeah,
of
I
water.
mean, then I'd want to get the the frost one. But anyway, that will be his action as he 5 cold damage on an 18. If that hits.
Yeah, that hits. And can I get you to make a perception check?
Perception, yes. 17.
Okay, that's fine. We can go to Kaiten, then I can DM you what you see. And you can
Cool.
choose if you share that with the party.
Cool. Kaida is going to bonk with the greatsword. And that's an 18 and a 15.
Both of them hits.
Nice. 25 points of damage. Plus 27 points of damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, Mizu just claps from the trees.
She'll do another bow.
It just looks at you and is like, it's not fair. Before it freezes and dies.
The
Nice.
roots of the tree just curl to more of like a hammock as Mizu just sits down into it and goes, wow, you two really are quite capable. Are those all the ghosts that you were having problems with?
I don't know. I don't know how many ghosts there is.
I beg your pardon. Guys, it looks like we might not be alone. And he just points into the trees where he's sitting against the branches. But he's now peering around to see what's on the other branch.
Wait. Pardon?
And
Let's see what's in
he
the
says
tree.
that we're not alone and is pointing into the trees, trying to get you guys to look that way as well.
She'll look. Sort of also just a slight glare. She doesn't mean to be intimidating, but she is. So while she's like sort of like squinting to see, it kind of looks like she's glaring at whoever's in the trees.
You can
Per
give
person.
You can give a perception check also. Well, whatever it is, it seems to fall really good into the trees.
She squints even more, so it looks like she's like really, really angry.
Even for Runtle, yeah.
Luckily, she doesn't seem too intimidating with her squinting.
Just picture it with like hands on the hips, glaring up into the trees.
Exactly.
No, not over there. Just over here. Hello, miss. Excuse me. And he's just going to try and call over into the branches, noticing that the two down there clearly aren't looking in the right direction.
She wakes up and is like, what is all this ruckus? I'm trying to sleep here.
Ooh. That's not a ghost, is it? He just sort of cups his hand over his face and leans down towards the moonlight, trying to ask.
No, I'm not a ghost. You guys are weird. Are you someone sent by Gog or something? Maybe you're one of Jonal's. I don't know. It's not Jonal. Is it Ekron, the dude with the horns? it's hard to remember all those stories.
Can I make a religion check or a history check to see if I recognize any of those names?
You are welcome to do. Yeah, if you want to try Gok, I would say, and Junal, that would be history, religion, or history would be Ekron.
Yeah, he just kind of shrugs, looks back down at the devil.
Would Akron be classified as a fiend?
Yes, he is an archfiend. At least that would be the classification he would have in Avernus. I'm not sure what he would have here in Arania.
Yeah, no, he's a fiend. If anyone near Minerania, surely.
That didn't really help me.
I love that you have advantage and you get worse. Well, since you actually rolled the wrong thing. Oh no, you're right. It's me. I just
Yeah, it's not religious to a tiefling. That's just like actual that you learn about that in school.
Unless maybe Akron is Frontal's father.
No.
Well, so what brings you guys here? And really, you shouldn't disturb a girl in her sleep. Imagine I could get wrinkles or something. And in case you guys doesn't have an idea of what you see, that is what you see. Face knees in the tree.
Does she look like? Or can I make a check to see if I would know anything about like creatures from Smut, and if she looks like a Huanti of some kind?
You can certainly try.
And nature or something. I'll probably
nature, yeah, that will actually fit. Or nature.
Survive. What about? Yeah, okay.
Since you're trying to
Oh, it's like teetered on that 17, but nope.
Actually, since you're a druid, I will give you an advantage.
So yeah, I'm a druid.
Yeah, so
hey guys, I tell you I'm a druid.
Yeah. So yeah. Well,
yeah.
You'd know that this creature is a lamia, and they are usually found in Smut. Though from the way she is dressed, you would guess that she's most likely not from the mainland, but the island in Smut, since usually the bad Lamia, they are from the mainland and they don't really care about how they dress, if they even wear anything.
Little far from home, aren't you, miss?
True. But, well, when the Queen tells you to go look, then you go look. You guys wouldn't have happened to run across some girl with snake hair, a little pale, would you?
Mizu shakes his head and turns to look at the devils, who clearly look like they were possibly hunting something, despite their story.
No, not that I know of. Not that I can recall, at least.
Yeah. No, she wasn't hunting something.
Oh well, I guess she is still good at keeping herself hidden. Oh well. If you don't mind, I will go back to sleep and you can tell me the story tomorrow of what happened here, since I really like to sleep here. And she just stretches a bit, and you get like an idea that if she was like able to stand on her snake tail, you three, if you stood on each other's shoulder, you may be able to like be able to see directly into her head. But that's maybe just the moonlight.
I will say to the tiefling, also, you should know it's not all that safe around here for snake folk. As he sort of climbs down from the tree, that one's probably got herself handled. Good night, miss. And he just gets down from the tree to rejoin the group.
Yeah, and just for case you had tried to attack her, 400 hit points.
Yeah, snake folk are probably fine around here. Any more ghosts that you might be having problems with? She's not a problem, is she, Mr. Moonlight, sir?
Nah, she doesn't damage the tree, so that's not a problem. And well, I don't know. Let's go and see. I really hope my wife is okay. And he just rushes and basically rushes forward a bit, clearly really wanting to figure out if his wife is okay.
When they get to the door, Mizu will bow and offer for Kaida to go in first again.
She'll graciously accept and sort of go in, bowing to him on the way.
There is a wall in our way.
God damn it! Wall, why do you betray me? That's fine.
I'll put them doors down.
Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna put a giant wall as the final boss.
How long does that weapon actually last? I think quite a while. It's like an hour.
I think it's an hour. I can't recall it, but let's see. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, an hour.
Good. It's an hour because
Concentration.
yeah, I can't recall all of that magic. I'm not. Yeah.
No, I just looked it up. Yeah, it's an hour. Concentration.
As you enter the area, the surroundings features multiple buildings that is empty of life. You very soon realize that this must have been the main gathering ground where people would meet to socialize. The things that gets your attention right away, though, is a present of a yet another glowing green figure. This, however, has now low blah 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 lower body and bright white eyes stares into the sky above, turns towards you, and it angry expression before loud screaming, death comes. And we all know what that means. Oh my god. Oh, that's clever. I didn't even know you could do that. That's really good. And now let's get the slacker. We don't want him to turn into she.
Oh, it looks like just doing the combat set. Are you on the maps now, okay?
Nope.
Just because
I
you.
don't know. Did it put me on a cell? Nice.
No, because I put the combat state. It hasn't technically rolled, but your roll did show. But there we go. Oh, did I roll another 10?
Yeah, that's fine, man. Like, that's fine.
Thank you, Dice
But
Gods.
no,
Well,
I can't see the maps.
well,
Just because I saw you in the chat just now and I was confused.
well. Kame, he basically lifts his sword and runs towards it and shout, "Death may come, but it be for you, fiend." And he attacks with his sword. But he just misses as this creature just turns its side and avoids his first attack. Then he tries to swing again. And holy shit, that's some good damage. Or at least it would be. He just basically hardcore smacks through it. And even though it's not a magical weapon, it still seems to really, really damage it good. Which then brings us to something scary comes. Come on. As from the darkness comes a will-o-wisp. It rushes towards you, towards the devil, and attacks. And let's see.
Am I supposed to see it?
Yeah. I just need to turn it on. Yeah.
It's right up in your face, Brenda.
It's just me that forgets that stuff. And let me
I
just.
just like the idea of the teeth, like looking around where the shit.
And because he apparently is confused, I'm gonna give it advantage on its attack. And what does it do? Let's see. Oh, it just hits as it basically breathes a lightning into your face, and you take 12 lightning damage. It just cackles, laughing hysterically.
Yeah, I'm using my reaction here.
You are technically surprised.
Oh, okay.
So you can't use it there unless you have alert, of course. But I don't think you have, since I know you wouldn't have another feed. And then between the two of them comes another will-o-wisp. Come on. Yeah, I don't know why you don't want to appear on the... Oh, that's much better. And let's just do it fair. One is... Yep. It attacks the other devil. Or at least that's what it sees it as. And it tries to shock it. Let's see. And I don't think a 12 hits. So it just... basically just... There apparently is some metal that just misdirected, and it just goes down into the ground, and it just looks really sad. Which brings us to Misu. Holy shit, if it had attacked you and damaged you. Ooh.
No, don't get any funny ideas now. And he's going to throw his hand up in the air and then drop a smoke bomb as he just fires the mist down into the ground, and this cold, icy mist is just going to explode all around as he casts fog cloud. Oh no, actually, he's not going to do that because that's also concentration. So, yep, forget I said that. He's going to. Oh shit, that was my plan. Hold on. he will not do that. Instead, he's going to. You will see that as he just sort of makes this motion, you'll see the body freeze over even more as he creates an ice clone, and he's going to cast mirror image on himself instead. And that will be. Oh, does that? Oh, that didn't send through. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry, just one sec.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, he is going to cast mirror image, and then that is his action, and he will move up here onto the edge of this planter as he just gets a little bit of height over this thing and moves into a flanking position with the skull, but that is going to be his turn.
Bringing us to Kiga.
Yeah, she does. I guess she'll try and kill those. She doesn't want to attack the skulls. Those are annoying. I think she's just gonna ignore them and go for the white.
Going for the white there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how are you going for the white? Yeah.
By just getting attacks of opportunity and going for it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna.
Nope.
Nope, that was the first. Then we take the other one. Man, I didn't even know I placed them in such good placement. Let's see.
Nope.
Just miss. They just basically are like crossing the stream, and it's like then the one over at the devil is like, they told us never to cross the stream, you idiot. And then you're an idiot. There's the other one.
Is the elemental weapon still up, or is it gone?
It is
Yeah,
up.
no, that's still up.
But
nice.
apparently, oh yeah, the first one, it just sees the glint of your elemental weapons and just is like, nope, and just steps aside and then steps into your weapon.
18 damage. Will that be enough to kill it, or should I add some smite?
It will not be enough.
Okie dokie. Let's just do normal smite. Where is my smite?
And let me think. Smite, is that the one that does extra damage towards undead also, or is it only fiends?
Yes. Undead and fiends.
Good.
Sorry?
I really need to play Paladin to learn that.
Ooh, one spell slot to do 2d8. Okay, so 3d8 at second one. So 4d8 if it's an undead. So let me roll my 4d8 smite. Nice.
Yes, and it seems it's like it just sees it like just basically dries its face, like if it has that like sweating and it's like just happy to be alive. Then the radiant the radiant damage hits, and it's like it just looks like it's a puppy as it dies.
No. Yeah, that's a 10. I feel like I should give Dev control of my characters more often. Get wrecked.
It's a bit of, if you were making a series, there's like what's in the script and then what you come up with in shooting. Like, let's just try alternate lines, get smoked, get wrecked.
Yeah, and that I'm pretty sure only what's called Kiga can see him. God damn it, he didn't even get a turn. And now we know how many monsters know.
I don't think I've put too many of like whites and that kind of thing up against you guys, but I know Kate and I have got plenty of experience with whites and the horrible things that can happen fighting them.
Yeah, and I had this been like some month ago, I would have been more prepared for it because I would have known like all of its abilities.
Oh no!
Wait a second, is
every fight.
is that elemental weapon lightning? Now that I think about it, no, not gonna do that because that's my mistake. Oh well, fine, let's get to the fun part now. Actually, god damn it. Oh yeah, that brings us to the Fiend. Unless, of course, there's something else Sakura wanna do.
Nope, that's it.
So, Runto, you're up.
Fine. Just pulls out the rapier. You say you want to play, this is how we'll play. And just slices, makes a cut on his arm.
Crimson Right.
Yeah, 1 damage. And I start swinging.
Yeah, if you're using D&D Beyond, there's a little enable thing on it for the Crimson Right.
Yeah, it just doesn't show it on the forge, on Foundry here, for some reason when I roll on the AD Beyond.
Yeah, it's also not connecting for me. I don't know why.
That's weird because if many of my rolls are done via D&D Beyond. Example, the Moon Warrior. I couldn't do it on Foundry, so I did it via that.
I'll just roll it manually. That
Yeah.
will hit.
That hits. Alone the dice hit.
So the 2 damage is cold, and the rest is 11 damage is normal, and 2 is cold damage.
Okay, so which one is? Let's see. The D6 is cold damage, right?
It's rolled a 2. Yeah.
Good. I just need 2 and you're that, so we're just gonna halve that damage since it's resistant to it.
I missed.
So it takes 6 damage.
That's my turn.
Yeah, and that brings us to Nake.
Wait a second. Can I do something
Wait
else?
a second. Yeah. Yep, but there's one thing else you could do. I think. No, that's a bonus action. Yeah.
Technically, I missed it. But I already hit the attack and I missed it, so never mind. I could have activated one of the brands.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Then we go to round 2. And then we see the Moon Warrior. He's like just rushing up and standing there. You're not getting past me as he swings towards each of them. First the little fiend. Oh, yeah, Runtal is at... So he stands in the incorrect position, which means he
I
doesn't
was
get
about to
any.
say, Mizu's going to shout, and you're not getting flanking! Look behind him, you fool!
I don't need flanking, weakling. And he damages it by 5. And then he swings it towards the other one. And he starts crying as he realized it could have been just that he just falls on his knees. It could have been such a good attack. And he's just currently prone and crying because it could have been such a good attack.
Yes, consider your honor, samurai. While we fuck up these floating heads.
Yes, and this one, now, yes, it's gonna be, it's basically, since he damaged it, it's gonna be really mad at him. And turns around and attacks the Moon Warrior, who, due to being prone, ooh, that's advantage. Yet apparently his goddess are with him. And the moon, like the crescent moon on it, just absorbs it. And you see it like going from one end and just out the other end, up into the sky. And this one looks really sad. Then the other one, it sees you. Or rather, it hears you and thinks, oh, let's try him. But you're just too high up. He just can't hit you. And it's like, sad life. Bringing it to you.
As he sort of tries to bite at the leg, he stands up into a full stance, like full Kung Fu style, as he's readying for his next attack. And as he does that, he just shouts over the skull at the tiefling. He says, "You might need a bigger sword there, my friend." And then he's going to kick down at the skull. But as he kicks, he's going to actually be casting a spell with this maneuver. As just double checking the spell. Oh yes, with the first thing he was doing, that was with his bonus action. He's casting Healing Word, and oh man, I did it on D&D Beyond.
I don't
14 there. But
yeah,
shall
I can see.
Let me roll a share.
It's fine.
Oh,
I can see it.
Can you guys see that?
I can see it shows 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah, what was the 14? Oh, that was a tidal wave. I don't know why that rolled. Okay, yeah, so you get 7 hit points back there, Runthiel. And then with his action, he's going to cast Frostbite as he kicks down. You'll see this wave of icy mist again blow out over it, and it needs to make a con save.
Let's see, con saves. They're good at those.
I thought that was on the 1, but that is not enough. It fails and takes 6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
It takes 3 cold damage. Yeah, that was what I realized. I was like, they die so quick, and then I realized cold damage. Oh, they're resistant.
Oh, they're resistant. I wasn't sure. It's like flaming things, they're either resistant or vulnerable.
Yeah. It was like, it's fine because I made that mistake on the prologue, but hey, maybe they was weaker. That's what happens.
Level 1 enemies. I think that is going to be my turn. And yeah, I will sort of. I'll kind of dance around to try and give the other guy advantage. But at this point, I don't know about the flanking thing, as he's just in melee, that'll be his turn.
And that brings us to Kite and Ghost.
She's gonna do the great sword thing again. Well, she'll go and attack one of the wisps. Whichever one looks more healthy, I guess. And does she have advantage?
Well, I
No.
was trying to move into a flanking position. Can I make my way all the way around as I see her running in?
This one's yes. And well,
Okay,
these.
I'll
Yeah, that's
use
fine.
my reaction for that, even if I.
That's fair.
Advantage.
Oh, that's some nice damage.
So some good rolls. So 13 on the first one,
Right,
15 on the second one. Wait, does the first one kill it?
I'm just calculating the damage since it's magical. Yes, it would kill it.
Okay, then second one should go and attack the other one.
No, I mean totally. When you hit
Oh,
with
okay.
both of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I just had to calculate it because it's so complex to calculate all that shit.
Nice. Yeah, that's a 10. It's just bonking shit with a greatsword. Fun times.
Yeah, Mitsu gives you another respectful nod. He's liking this team dynamic that I saw is serving you well.
She'll nod back.
Until that Michu learns that he's gonna be executed for working with her.
He's already a Ronin. Like, that's part of daily life.
Yeah, but that brings us to Runtal, who may can hit the last skull.
Oh, what? Fuck it. So less enemy at least, as far I can see. So I'll use one blood curse on him. Blood curse of the marked. See if I can set it here. I'm not amplifying it. And then I'll swing at it twice. Hopefully I'll finish it. Yeah, it's only rapier, my bad. Oh, come on. And I missed twice. Pretty sure I missed twice.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that both yes.
Then that's my turn.
And that brings us to the Moon Warrior, who oh man, he just cries. He just so sad over it. He just can't bring himself to do anything. And it's like, it's pretty tired of you, so it attacks you with its shocking and tries to see. Oh! It just really spiteful and hits you with lightning. For 24 damage.
Attacking me, right?
Yes, you. 24 unblockable damage. And it's just so happy. And now
I'll use my reaction.
Oh, do you have a reaction? Yeah. Oh, I
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah.
It's only a DC 10 to succeed because I have -1 in charisma.
DC which
Dex. 30.
Oh, let's see.
Oh no. Why does the tiefling only have a -1 charisma, not one of the sexy tieflings?
And it succeeds. What does happen? Is it half or is it?
It's half damage.
And it's fire, right?
Yeah, so it's like a quarter of the damage. So
Yeah.
3.
So 6, and that's 3. And it's just like you just see the skull turns a little black, and it's like just responds with, "Oh, now I have a nice tan." And that's it. It's really happy. And now holy shit, just imagine if it had hit you twice. If it had multi-attack. And hit with that damage, Puha. And that brings us to Mushu.
I don't think fire is the way, my friend. Get over here. And I'm gonna Thorn Whip again. That one. Oh man, I keep rolling it on D&D Beyond.
I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe you need to click the D&D Beyond icon and then maybe it's gonna reconnect. If you have it in the same browser.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have that thing. I'll
that
take
hits.
it. All right, 19 cold damage as he's brought towards me. Oh, that's weird, not being able to move a token. I just instinctively moved him, tried to, but...
And it rushes towards you. And just... You were pretty sure it's gonna hit you. And then it's just... Just like a mirage, it just vanishes as it dies.
All right, nice. As, yeah, I just crush that one, and I look up and go, oh, those weren't the ghosts of his family, were they? As I'm looking at the Moon Knight.
I don't think so. They could be, but who knows? At least I feel that I need a little rest before we continue, and he sits down at the tree. So, do you guys need some rest, or do you want to look a bit around in this garden?
It is quite a beautiful place you have here, despite all the undead things wandering about. And I'll start having a look around.
Should probably
Especially
finish.
around this fountain.
Sure. You can give me a investigation.
We should probably finish cleaning up the place before we rest.
And you find that this water is really good.
So yeah, I would definitely be distracted by the water. Okay.
And you see this really beautiful white lily. For some reason, you think of a goat.
Yeah, he'll take a moment to meditate at the pond.
Can I peek into the building to the left?
And what do you look for? Just give me an investigation, Jerry. And what do you look for, Sakura?
Kaida is looking for like any signs of his family or the family's ghosts. But she'd probably also end up by the water. The new friend, just like, my friend's by the water. Let me go be by the water too.
Well, you find nothing, Kaida. You find nothing other than this really beautiful white lotus, and for some reason you think of a little kitty, like a little black kitty. And then, Runsel, you look inside and realize the door is locked, but you see something up here. I just revealed it. You're the only one that can see it. I don't think you can pick it up. It was created back when pickup sticks still worked. But can
It
you?
doesn't work.
Oh well. What you find is 2 potions of greater healing.
Do I know what those potions are?
Well, that's actually a good question.
I am proficient with alchemist tools. Supplies, if it helps.
If you can, I would say you could roll me an alchemist tool one, but it doesn't work for you, right? D&D Beyond.
Nope.
Can you? Let me see. Let me just try something. Oh, God damn it. What would that actually be? I wonder. Let's see, medicine. So that would be wisdom, which means just disadvantage. But let's just see. That's just that. Well, you know it's a potion of some kind. And it's red, so it could be alchemist fire, it could be a healing potion, but you're not sure exactly what kind of potion it is.
Okay, just take both of them.
Good. I'm gonna delete that. And let's see here. Good. Let me just think. Yeah. Well, if you want, you can use 1 or 2 hit dice to recover HP.
I will say that as we're sitting there, I'll look down into the pond and actually gather up that lotus to put into my herbalism kit, feeling like there might be something of use with that. But I will also say, as the Oni is approaching, we should probably not rest too long. I'm not sure how many times I can create a sword like that, but I would like to try and, I mean, this is a rule of cool thing, but I would like to try and use shape water to lift some of the water out of the pond and over the sword to try and extend the time of that sword, of that elemental weapon.
Okay, I will allow that. I will say that it lasts for the next encounter.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. Because I don't think resting, actually, he doesn't really need much of a rest, so he's happy to keep concentrating on the magic that's keeping that frozen.
Yeah, that's fine. It was just if anyone else needed some rest.
Take a short rest to get back my spell slot.
Wait a second, I'm not sure that's how it works for a paladin. That's warlocks.
You need a long rest for a paladin.
Yeah, only warlocks that get that.
And that's why Straya is so happy with her 3rd level spell slots.
Well, unless we can find a pearl of power or something. You know, if you're heading to Toto to train, you really shouldn't trust that daimyo. I used to work with them sometimes, but you should stick with me. I think your talents could be of better use in places like this.
Kind of thinks for a second and then just kind of agrees immediately. It's like, yeah, sure. Sounds nice. I think we make a good team.
If we can find the other river Ronin, I will introduce you. But for
Okay.
now, we should make sure there are no more ghosts hanging about here. What about you, Runthiel? Are you resting here? You feeling all right? Saw that thing clipped you a couple of times.
Yeah. Probably could use some rest. I did find those 3 potions in the bushes. Just chosen one of them.
Oh, good. Well, I would hang on to those if I were you. I can use the water's healing powers if need be. So, if anyone is injured, come to me if you don't have one of those.
She'll also just be like, oh, by the way, I can also just heal with my hands if you need that.
And tell me, I don't mean to presume about the horns, but is that holy magic that you wield?
She nods.
And you, Ronthio, that is definitely unlike any. Well, wouldn't call that holy.
Well, it's not holy magic, but what exactly is unholy magic?
Well, I think it might be that you you cut yourself. In why did you attack yourself first in the fight? I haven't seen that before.
Oh. Let's just say it's blood magic and leave it at that.
Ah, yes. Say no more. And he just kind of like raises his eyebrows, and you see the mask shift as he looks over at the Oni. I have dabbled a little bit myself, unfortunately, but nothing quite like that.
Yeah. I know you didn't do anything like that. It's not something natural, to say the least.
Well, let's get going. And Natsukame, he just walks. And now I don't know if you meet another wall.
We are. Did we get a short rest now, or was it just us sitting around?
As I said, you
later.
could spend you could spend what the
1 hit die?
yeah, you could spend 2 hit dice to recover some HP if you need it.
1 or 2? Didn't hear.
2.
2.
While we were sitting there, could I also ask the Moon Knight if there's anything else that we should be prepared for, and particularly if there are any more ponds like the one that we were sitting at?
Well, as he says, there is. He basically tells you this, that the next one, unless something has changed, is a small garden with where there's crimson lanterns hanging around, and in it, and there is a little pond where there should be some glowing, or some small glowing lotuses. So that's maybe what you should prepare yourself for.
Could I then, as we're sitting there in the meditation and everyone's sitting around having this conversation, could I also perform a ritual of water walking? Because I can cast that as a ritual in over 10 minutes.
You're welcome to do that, yes.
And it is not concentration, but that means all of us then, because you can do it for up to 10 willing creatures, so we can all walk on water for the next hour.
That is actually really good, I think.
Yeah, so it's a toss-up. I can either make us walk on water or breathe underwater, but if we need to go under, I'll be your man. But if there are any more of these ponds, I do like to explore the waters, don't you? And he'll just stretch as he gets up and starts following after the Moon Knight.
Yep, and as you walk in, you see the pond with these glowing lotuses, and you see some small, small balls of light, like just flowing around these, like kind of like in a pattern against these lotuses. And it seems to be running that. It doesn't seem to be hostile or anything. Maybe not even sentient.
It's quite an estate. Are you some sort of a lord or something, a samurai?
I am merely a humble samurai. I am no
Yes.
one worthy of respect. Oh well, I just do what any samurai should do. He leans down and looks at like one of these lotuses and touches it, and it goes out. It just turns like black, like a lamp in a sense. He's like, that's weird. They ain't supposed to go out.
Yeah, Mrs. Leaning on the bridge, looking around and remembering what humble means to a samurai in this world. Yeah, sounds about right. Sort of rolling his eyes, but looking around for ghosts.
Yeah, as you see, like as time passes, the little orb flows up to the lotus and it turns on again. Now, what do you guys do?
Yeah, Kate, just tell me where you want me to move your token as we go.
I think she'd probably just stick right behind you. She'd sort of guard the back, just make sure that no one's sneaking up on us.
Is there something special about these lotuses, samurai? Well, I don't mean to sound strange, but I felt I had a strange bit of a vision when I picked up this other one.
Well, usually they don't glow at this one. We usually put some powder on them to make them glow. So it's a bit confusing why they glow and these little orb. And as you see this, he's going up to this door. Well, this here should. And he takes in and he's like, that's weird, it's locked. And he just basically tries like to see if he can get it open. Nope. I don't understand. This shouldn't be locked. Maybe it has something to do with those lights or those orbs.
Any ideas, Mr. Blood Magic?
There isn't any blood involved here, so what happens if I pick up one of them out of the water?
when you pick one of them, it goes out. The light on it, so it turns black.
Just grab one of them and walk up to the door.
The door is still locked.
Just look at Mizu and say, Mr. Water Magic, care to pour some on this flower? Maybe it will light up and do something with the door.
Is that the trick? I mean, I can try, and I can summon the frost flame to try and light it with that.
Well, it lights up, but the door is still locked.
Can I investigate the door and see what kind of a, like, does it have a keyhole or something, or is it like what kind of lock?
It just seems to be a sliding door, so it shouldn't be like really hard to open, but for some reason it is, yeah, it is basically just stuck. Like,
Does it seem like it's magically stuck, or like it's barred on the other side?
try to give me a religion check. You getting a feeling that that whatever goes on with those flowers isn't natural, and it may have something to do with the why the door won't open.
Ah, perhaps you're onto something there, Ronthil. You any good at puzzles, Kaido?
No, not really. It wasn't my thing, so to speak.
I'll start making my way back towards the pond. I will walk out onto the surface and just start looking at them, trying to see if there's anything strange about them.
I'm back. What happened while I was gone?
Oh, I didn't see OBOB until now. So
Oh.
We tried to light one of the lotuses, but it didn't do anything. The door is locked, but it seems like all I've been able to figure out is that it might have something to do with these lotuses. Seems like Runthia might be on the same page, but I'm now standing in the middle of the pond trying to look at them. Not sure what you guys are doing.
Let me think on it.
Oh, fuck it. I just start taking all of them out of the water and placing them on the grass next to it.
Wait, what are you thinking there? That Do you think maybe it's... Wait, are they all lit to begin with? He's trying to scan out as you start taking them out.
All of them is lit, though once you touch them, the light goes out.
Well, I mean, we can speed up this process, and I'm just going to use shape water. I'm just going to make a wave as I try and splash water up to extinguish all of them as I start walking along, just splashing water onto them with shape water. Does the water extinguish them without touching?
Yes, the water does.
Kiga
Yes.
sort of like looks at you and says, "Interesting approach there, but seems to have worked."
Oh, this is what we're trying to do, isn't it? Put them out?
Perfectly. And now, give me a charisma save. Mizu.
This isn't going to be good. Oh, 18.
Perfect. You
Oh,
basically.
and you get +4 from being in my vicinity. Oh
Oh,
wait, no,
are
you're all
you-
the way over there.
No,
Yeah.
that you're not high enough for that. That's
No.
level 10. As you feel like hands just trying to like slip into you, and you see like this ghost appear. It screams at you. And with that, we all know what that is.
I found one.
Cool. And by the way, it is level 6. It's just I think only level 20 you get like within 30 feet or something.
That's 15. And someone got a natural 20.
Hey, Miz is pretty good with this initiative thing. I'm quite happy with this character, I'm not gonna lie.
5.
Just
I
imagine,
suck at
just
at
imagine
initiative.
now if you had failed and this was basically what it had tried to do.
Oh, this is a different looking one.
Yep, and with that, the combat starts.
So I'm going to say, hello, miss. Please just stay right there. And I'm going to just lift my hands up as if doing a breathing exercise, and the water is going to rush up around and is going to rush into the spirit and start freezing, trying to hold it there. But I'm actually casting Hold Person, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Well, the water just rushes through it, as it is immune to paralyze.
Yeah, that makes sense. As I was saying it, I was like,
And then it does just
cool,
like
cool
it,
character,
then
wouldn't
it
it?
lifts its hands and just like on your head, like try better next time.
As he sees that happening, he'll go, "Oh shit, you can't do a bonus action because that's a spell." Okay, never mind. He'll go, whoops, and he's just going to. Fuck it. He'll stay right there as the water around him is just starting to freeze. But I guess that's his turn. I'm just trying to figure out if I have any bonus action stuff other than.
Oh, I noticed something also. You also need a lovely. Let's see here. How many of you are within? Everybody needs to make a DC. What is it called? DC. Let me just post it. Yeah, not sure what that says, but hey. A horror, basically a DC 13 wisdom save.
Not scared of you, but you are a ghost. Why don't you freeze? God damn it.
Yeah, I failed.
You are frightened of it for 1 minute. And if you fail by more, holy shit, you actually failed by more. And that. Oh my god! What did I do? This is not nice. You are aged 30 years.
Wait, but isn't that something it has to do on its turn?
God damn it. Alright. So, yeah, just forget that. You're...
Pretty sure that's its attack. Like, it's not just being near it.
Oh man, yeah, I was like, that can't be right, man. That can't be right. So just forget that. But hey, still,
Unless this is the worst fucking ghost that there is, just comes near you and you just wither and die.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Since you said it, that is what it is.
Yeah, well, if it's doing that, if it's actively trying to do that on its turn.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna do on its turn. So we know that. Kill it before it gets its turn. But that would bring us to kinda, I think, since you can't do anything.
No. I rolled a 5, so I'm probably a bit later on there. But I mean, I'll take the 15 if you.
Yeah,
mind.
that's fine. That's fine. Like,
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can she go into melee range with it yet, or is she still too far?
See, I think. Let me just check because
Are you running onto the water or along the path?
Water, whichever's quicker, honestly.
Water would be
like
quicker.
literally exactly the same.
Let me just check. Oh, I think you actually has 10 feet more. Oh yeah, you. No, you base speed. Yes. I think you can just reach it.
What is the speed?
30.
30 would get you
So
just
I
under
don't
the
think
bridge.
I can reach it.
Yeah, you can just get under the bridge.
Ah, dang it. Nope. You know what? She'll throw 2 javelins.
Also, I will just, I know it's new characters, remind you that you've got all your like channel divinity and things. You might have something that's against undead as a paladin.
Ooh.
Like I think you might have, like you've got conquering presence. I don't know what that does.
I know it's. I think it's the fear one.
Yeah, I know that. Just there's some paladin stuff that's quite cool with that. So remember that you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly. That's one part.
Yeah, it's just with a new character, and it's like you forget about all the extra features and things.
How chunky does this ghost look?
It looks like some a nun or something. It looks like, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Not a chunky nun, but a scary ghost.
Fair enough. Should she use spiritual weapon? No. Use Armor of Agathis. And, oh wait, no. Ghosts are immune to cold damage. That's going to be quite useless. So she's kind of, yeah, she'll throw a javelin. Why not?
Hit.
So two attacks, 2 javelins.
And hit.
First one hits, the second one doesn't.
Let's see. That's just because it did 2, so I thought, yeah, the second one doesn't. The first one does.
Okay. Yeah, that's 5 points of damage. Not great.
2 points of damage, since the weapon isn't magical. Oh, wait a second. No, that was the sword that is magical.
Yeah, no,
the sword is magical.
not ice javelins yet.
Yeah. That's sadly going to be our turn.
It is now you wish you had the Spear of Destiny.
Oh, this is actually good. It's not a bad thing that you can't get in range yet. I just remembered having melee friends is maybe not a great thing when you've got exploding ice bombs.
And this brings us to the ghost, and we already know what that does on its turn. And then we have the aged Runtal, who now can hopefully take his revenge on the ghost.
Oh, and we're not even close enough. We can't even see him from where we are. This old tiefling is going to run up at us and be like, who the fuck is this? Sorry.
But I'll just, let's see. Yeah, just try to hit it with the crossbow 3 times. I think it's already 2 times. How does the crossbow expert work?
What's the range on that?
It will be disadvantage.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I can still attack 3 times because of the crossbow expert.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I accidentally roll with it normally. So I'll roll again.
Yeah.
That's a 13 on the first one.
Hit.
$14 on the second one to hit. Will also hit. And the third one also hits. So 12 in total. After everything got healed.
Yep, that's fine. You see it basically just flows, and the crossbows arrows are maybe lost to time as they just flies through the ghost and into the pond, burrowing down into the mud.
Get them for you later, don't worry.
And that would be your turn, right?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, that's fine. He's like... He just like, oh, the door is open now, as he opens it, and that brings us to Mizu. He's just so happy that the door is open.
Okay, so I am going to... Oh man, everything's in action. Damn it. Okay, so I'm going to then, as the water around me, I'm going to just whip it up into the air around me as it forms itself into a shard of ice, and I'm going to jump backwards into the air as I throw this ice knife at her, and I'm going to move 5 feet backwards, which will provoke an opportunity attack, but that's all right because I don't want to be within 5 feet when the knife explodes.
And is that a spell attack?
Yes, it is.
Oh! That was not really nice. Let's see. It does to you.
But you. Oh shit! That's only a minute. God damn! I looked. I thought I still had mirror image up. I thought it lasted an hour as well. Whoops.
Nope. It hits you with lovely, lovely damage. It hits you.
I will use a reaction to use an absorb element, which I think I can do with necrotic. Nope, not necrotic.
So you can't
Wait,
absorb. What? Yeah, because necrotic isn't the element.
Yeah.
So you take 39 necrotic damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, and let's see what was with the ice knife.
Are you looking for health there?
Concentration's up. I think.
How the fuck do you have 70 hit points?
Yeah, bro. I've got an 18 in Constitution. Yeah, so. However, I didn't roll the attack yet. Okay, so my concentration stays up in a mental whip. But this is the attack to hit it with the ice knife. Ooh, 15.
Hits.
Okay, and
then there's the dex save. I see there's a dex save which it succeeds.
Yeah. Okay, so it'll take cold. What the
cold and
fuck happened there?
dex fail.
Okay, so it was 5 from the hit, and then another 5. So that'll be halved to 2.
Nope, because it's not resistant to cold.
No, but didn't you say it passed the dex save, so it takes half damage on that one, is what I'm saying. So it's 7 damage total.
Oh,
if
that's
I remember
fine.
correctly, I've learned this many times from I learned it when my dragon first attacked in John's campaign. Ghosts are immune to cold.
Yes.
So she did like 50 something points of cold damage on all these ghosts, and they were immune, so they took no damage, and it was really sad.
Yep, that's exactly right, because I was like, why is it? Why is it? But, well, that's fine. We get a little damage, which brings us to Kaida.
Wait, well, hold on. Do I see as this ice knife explodes that it is immune to cold damage? Am I getting that impression?
Yeah, you just see it's like, yeah, it's just like, the cold is like, yeah, and then just falls into the pond, the rest of the knife. It seems like you'd have no, like...
Yeah, I'm noping the fuck out of there. I'm all about the cold. I'm like, oh, no, bye. And I because those are rocks, I'm a druid, I land stride right through all of that shit as I just start making my way up on back towards the bridge, back over there, hiding sort of over there while I regain my thoughts. That'll be my turn. Because I just took a hell of a hit, and it is immune to basically everything I can do. So, good luck.
I'm to bonk. So probably add smite.
Both hits.
Nice. So it's 22.
And remind me again, the thing on the weapon is cold damage, right?
Yeah.
Meaning...
I mean,
no.
yeah, I don't need to roll for the elemental, but it still takes 4 damage because it's still magical.
Yeah, that's fine.
To use the first level spell slot. 1, 2, 3. 3d8 of divine smiting. So 22, 39. Is it dead yet?
It just looks at you, bows, and then in a flash of light just vanishes, dead.
Nice. I feel like paladins are pretty useful against ghosts.
Holy shit.
And demons.
Glad you're here.
Is it now that I've revealed the second ghost that just are right behind you?
I do tend to do that, ghosts. But my gods, thank you. That nearly turned real bad real quick. Glad that code's working out for you. You know, you said you could heal people with just by touching them. He just
She
falls back
nods.
against the bridge.
Let me. I have 30. Let me give you 15 for now. I know you're missing a lot more than 15, but I feel like we might need it a bit later.
That is plenty. Thank you. Thank you so much. And he's just, the water is going to start rising up onto him as well. He's going to start healing himself. Tiefling, you're still alive out there? Where did you go?
Yeah, I'm still here. Is he dead?
I think so. Well, more dead at least.
Good.
The water around him just starts to glow as it starts to heal back some of that energy.
She'll also just get her javelins that she threw. That should be pretty easy.
Well, not if they're underwater. I'm afraid you're still going to be stuck. You can't go under the surface. I mean, you
That
can
is
reach your hand
exactly what...
into the water. I can try and shape water them out of there, but I'm afraid no swimming for the next hour. Think of it like you've just eaten.
Alright, I can come back for them later.
I think you did say the door was opening.
Yes, the door is opened and and the moon warrior just steps right through the door.
No.
And now, do you meet the final boss, the wall? So, is there a wall there?
Yeah.
And yes, you enter a somewhat small area with trees and a shrine in front of it. Kame turns to you and in an almost whispering voice say, I cannot remember the last time I was here. So many memories, all gone and replaced with pain and death. I pray to the goddess that I find my beloved well. And he just kneels at the altar and starts praying. So now, what do you guys want to do?
She kind of just stands there awkwardly, waiting for him.
Oh, and the ice knife will have just melted off of your sword. We said it was one more encounter, so Mizu's, as he's looking at this, he will bow to the shrine and with respect, but he won't pray. He's just looking around nervously for more ghosts. And then he will say to the others, I can perhaps do that trick one more time today, but I'm not sure which one of you wishes to receive it. I think the Oni has definitely proven herself, but, well, no offense, that sword seems a little bit flimsy. And he just looks down at the rapier, which he's clearly not familiar with either.
Kept me alive this far.
Can't you use blood magic to set it on fire or something?
Blood magic was the short answer. So, no, I can't really do that.
Well, let's see. And he will. The blue flame will start to flicker across his arms again, and he will say, I've got one more in me. Who wants it? And he's just going to offer his hand out to whoever wants the blue flame on their blade instead of gold this time.
Ooh, Kaido wants it. But if Rimthil wants it, then that's also alright.
No, he doesn't want it.
He'll just sort of give a nod and then take the great sword, and he'll ignite it with this fiery blue sort of blue flame.
Nice. And she sort of like holds it excitedly, clearly very excited to use this.
And that's my third level spells. All right, I'm sure it was just bad luck so far, eh? And he just sort of gives a nudge to Ranthiel as he then turns around and starts to make sure there's nothing untowards in the pond as well over here.
And note there is nothing in the pond. The Moon Warrior finishes his praying and starts walking towards this. Here in the final area. Or final? Is there a wall?
Yep.
And we sent you two here. And you have sent back again. Let's just see. DM vision. You come into a much larger yard in front of the large. Just in front of you are the largest building you've seen in the entire complex. And you instantly notice a pale wild creature floating at the far west side of the yard. And you hear Kame say, "That's her, Asami, my love. What happened to you?" "Yeah." And he's like that. And the creature reacts to it and floats towards you and screams, "Who are you? What happened to my Asami?" And with that, we enter the combat.
Oh shit, is that a rape?
Relax. It's a much worse thing than a rave.
A spectre. I honestly don't know.
It is not a spectre. It's a something called. I'm not sure. I can't even pronounce it. It's a special. Oh, it's a yokai.
Oh yeah, well. Oh, is this a custom thing? I forgot. This is
Yes,
not
it's
an official
but,
adventure.
but it is
Proper
not.
Japanese monsters.
It is not. What is it called? It is not the illuminated one I said, because then you should be scared. Then you should be scared. I think that was CR 10 or 13.
Oh god, I'm now
And
suddenly thinking
oh
on this.
yeah, and one thing about this one, she is up in the air, meaning that when it says that it will attack adventures, it will not, because it's up in the air. Which means it just floats around you, basically out of reach. And, oh, god damn it. I thought it was weird that it. So, nope. But from the west. You see, a will-o-wisp, your best friend, just comes flying down. And it sees. It attacks you, Mizu, with its shock. Let's see if it connects.
No, attack me.
Sadly, it decides to attack Mizu.
That's alright. Oh my god, another one.
What is it with them getting crits on you? And you take. Wait a second, and here you can use your absorb element if you want.
Yeah, this one I'm definitely using as he just kind of laughs as it's coming in, and he goes, "Oh dear, that's going to be 6." Oh, I rolled it on D&D Beyond again, but I rolled this 6 there, and it's I'm keeping track of the spell slots here, so
yeah, and let me just think.
that'll halve the damage then
To 6.
and then
okay, good. So it's
and then I'm resistant to
acid.
Oh wait, sorry, I've misread the spell. So it captures some of the incoming energy. So as you see the shock, he just grimaces with the shock. His eyes turn, and you just see the electricity now flowing through the water that runs down his arms as he's just crackling with energy and holding it for his next attack. As I have resistance to that damage until the start of my next turn. Oh yes, okay, nice. But I do have to make a con save, I think, for concentration.
Oh yeah, if you still have that water weapon.
Well, that's I started another one. Oh shit! No. Oh wait, don't I get a because I'm close to the paladin? Don't I get a +2 to save?
Depends. I can't recall when they get that, but if she gets that, then yes, you do, because you're within the 10 feet. Oh, you get a +4. which means that you make it. Thanks to the paladin.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay, so our power works together to keep that up. Nice.
Oh, yes. Forgot about that. Nice.
It's still the will-o-wisp.
Yeah, no, this is the second one, and it flies over, and it's like, do not. It is thunder shock, not struck, and it tries to attack Kaida. But it just can't hit it, so it just flies and basically makes, for a second, it makes those lanterns light up a little bit harder, or a little bit more bright. And now Mizu can do some damage, maybe. Mizu, it's your turn. What are your plan? Unless it's just lay down and die. That's our option.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my name for a second there. I'm busy I hadn't done the health. So yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to, as I see this thing, he spins and he just turns into this this frozen mist, and I'm going to misty step onto the roof there. I think there's a wall in my way. Could you move me 30 feet up onto the roof?
There or here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get sort of on the same level as the ghost there. So probably just the first level.
Yeah, that's the also. Yep, that's correct.
Cool. So then he's going to reappear there, and then he's going to use his water whip, which is now filled with lightning energy as well. That he's going to try and whip at her.
What?
Oh,
What? Did it
says
say no?
on the dice.
It's just lifts its hand and says no.
God damn. All right. That sucks. Okay. Guess that's my turn then. I've still got my movement, so I'll scramble up onto the roof even further. Yeah, really getting an overview of this fight, trying to get some distance between.
How high up is she?
It just says floating up in the air. Basically, I would say, as I said, 30 feet.
Dang it.
Though she can fly even higher, she could reach Mizu and then throw him at the ground, pile dive him even.
So that's my turn. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why it didn't switch to Kaida?
So.
Well, she is gonna fly up 10 feet because she randomly has a flying speed of 10 feet. How? I don't know. She just kind of like floats. Well, actually, no. It's like 10 feet, so these like tiny little baby wings kind of like sprout from her back. Like
That's so Japanese.
they kind of like
Only with
just
the tiny.
flutter like a hummingbird, like and she sort of like floats up 10 feet. And she will so let's make a spiritual weapon. She's gonna make a spiritual weapon like right on top of her, and it's gonna take the form of a katana, and it's just gonna attack her.
Hits, and it's force damage, which it isn't immune to.
Nice. So you kind of see like this like 6.5 foot tall Oni just like fluttering up with these tiny baby wings. It's great.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be a 10.
Mitsu feels like he made a best friend today, not just after seeing this. Like, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
Yep. And
Kaido will definitely be his best friend.
Well,
yes.
And he's like, Kami just looks at her and says, "It is me, Nakakame, your husband. Don't you recognize me?" And you will do. Not a very good persuasion. And he looks sad and then just very, very frustrated, just looks at this little will-o-wisp and turns to it and is like, "Now you really need to die."
I feel like everyone in this party is just tired of these fucking will-o-wisps.
He's gonna and he's gonna empower his weapon.
These floating bloody heads.
And he just destroys it. It just dies.
Dead. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and then he turns around and is like really mad and tries to hit the other one. But it just sees it and is like, nope, just floats down like, and then up again, looking at him laughing, which makes him even more mad. So he's like, nope, and just sends it to hope Rutal can do something towards it.
Yeah, hope.
Yeah, now's the time to show us what you can do. Because the dice have not been in your favor so far.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just. Where is it? I'll curse it again. Use another curse. The same one. Yeah, this one. And start hitting it, hoping I'll hit it. Yep.
It just laughs at you.
That will hit.
And now it stops laughing as it takes damage.
I'll activate. I have another one. Another brand. Where is it?
And since you use the blood curse, I will count this weapon damage as magical.
Sweet.
Yeah, there isn't the right thing. Sorry, I don't know if I misunderstand it, but isn't the right thing where you do pretty much what I've been doing with the elemental thing, but it's...
I don't think it turns the weapon itself magical.
I'm pretty sure it's like you add magical flames or something. I'm pretty sure, doesn't it add extra damage to your attack?
It adds
Right.
extra damage. It gives me cold
Yeah.
damage, but it doesn't say that the weapon is now magical.
Yeah, but what else is it other than magic? It's not. You're not tying nails to your sword. It's you've got magical blood fire.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe
It's-
he's
yeah,
too old to remember that.
It's Hemocraft magic. I would count it as magical as
Yeah,
as
but
the DM said.
yeah, that's one of the things. Like, yeah, I just can't remember all of the rules for it. Let's see.
So
Oh.
6 cold damage and 13 piercing. That's all I have.
Oh yeah, it's it's a bonus action. So yeah, that brings us her, who, well, she doesn't like that weapon, so she just floats away, and since it's not a creature, it doesn't get opportunity attack. Let's see, let me just check for something with every second turn. Oh yeah, now we get a fun special one. She screams, and everybody needs to make a wisdom 14 save.
Yeah, I expected something of the sort.
Holy shit. Oh well, that means you suffer a -1 to all your saving throws and attack rolls for 4 turns, and this effect can stack.
Okay.
What was the range on the aura from the paladin?
It's 4. It's 10 because I've been fucked over so much by that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm in it.
Oh, you mean for it wouldn't have saved Runtal, but it wouldn't. It actually saves. It saves Nakana from that effect. So yeah, that's pretty much what she does. And you guys are gonna be so happy now.
So sorry, it was -1 to all saves, or is it
Saves and attack rolls.
and attack? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I would post it, but sadly, I don't think the.
Nice.
Yeah, I can just see if I can find it so you can see the effects. There, you can see what it does. And now you're gonna be real happy. Because from the west, 2 more comes. I'm just gonna see if I can put them in initiative. Yeah.
It's a bit late to be rolling for more.
Yeah, but that's fine. This one is just like so happy, it's just happy, and then the other one comes floating towards this little Oni since they see it float and attacks. But it just misses. It's just so enamored by those small wings. It just simply can't bring itself to attack it. This creature.
It's just too cute. You know, she's terrifying until the tiny wings come out. Then she's just adorable. Sorry, what am I supposed to do about it? Those skulls just can't.
Yep. And then this one attacks the Moon Warrior. And it doesn't hit. It's just those wings. They just seems to mesmerize them. It seems like the wings are just making the skulls totally happy. And then it becomes to Musu now, which
He
is
takes 3 psychic damage because of the brand. He attacked an ally within 5 feet of me.
and with that
Yeah, that's it takes psychic damage from it.
he died. Good. Let me just remove him from the initiative. Should be gone now. Done. Perfect. And it should now be your turn. Wait a second.
Okay. So I was looking for a gift of tiny wings. I could not find one. So the ghost, I can't quite actually see the ghost from where I am, so I'm going to try and move down. Oh, that did not help at all. It just moved into the darkness there in the corner, right?
Which one?
The ghost. I can't actually see it.
There is one here and one here. And
yeah, I can see the will-o-wisp, but I'm just he sort of is trying to figure out where the big one went, but not being able to see it, he's going to go and my map is doing such weird shit. It just like stops registering clicks after a while.
yeah.
And how high up is the route? Oh, you said about 30 feet up to there. So that 15 feet, I should have enough range then in order to try and whip that skull. Am I going to whip it? Yes.
But will it kill it?
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. I sort of hope it
That is a good question. I kind of want to do something else. That actually, no, I'm not going to do that. They can handle a will-o-wisp. I'm going to stand up there, and he's going to put his hands up into the air, and he's going to create water, and it is going to start to rain all around them as this rain will just start to pour. That will be basically all he does on his turn, but he's going to try and use all my movement. Okay, so yeah, he just stands on the edge and calls the rain. That's my turn.
That brings us to Kai. If I'm not incorrect.
Yes. She'll go another 10 feet up. Guess she'll throw a javelin as well, and the spiritual weapon will also move and attack. Just stays there.
Spiritual weapon misses. The javelin, let's see, that hits.
Yeah, it's non-magical, but thankfully she's almost at the top there. Well, almost caught up to her. So, yeah.
Wait, where are you heading? Am I moving the token in the right direction?
I think,
Or
you're
are you
moving,
just-
I think you're moving it wrong. I think she's trying to
Just
follow
straight
her.
up.
Are you trying to go up onto the roof, or are you chasing after the
No,
ghost?
Chasing after her.
that would be
Yeah, she went the opposite direction. So you said you moved 10 feet, so I'm going to move you back from there.
Yeah.
But you're
Float 10
flying
feet
over
up.
the thing.
Wait, is she flying away?
Yeah, she flew away before doing that screech. I
fuck.
can't currently see where she is. I think she's in this dark area.
Yeah, she'll fly 10 feet in that direction. Hopefully, eventually catch up to her.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see the fighting area now?
Well,
No,
I can see the map
dark.
on the stream, but cannot see the ghosty lady.
It's that is a dark area of the courtyard. That's fine. We don't have
Yeah.
dark vision. That's,
Yeah. I'm blind.
She's successfully hiding in the shadows. It's okay. It's the lights are illuminating where they are, but it's not. They're not very bright. Those lamps.
No, I'm just like, I can see where she is, but I know it's because my DM vision. Even when I target your token.
Yeah, but
Yep.
even then, it dims it slightly. So maybe if you go into the game settings and you just bring the darkness level up a little bit, then at least we'll be able to see what is there, at least in the shadows. Oh, that's too much. Now we can see everything, but maybe not too much. Yeah, there we go, like that. Because that way we can see what's on the map, but we can't actually see her.
That's
She's
perfect.
still hidden in the shadows.
That's perfect. And actually, Onis has dark vision.
Close enough, but GIF, I guess.
Come on, man. Wings is good, Shiv.
Teeny tiny wings. And that'll be a 10.
Oh, I can give the token dark vision. Oh, did you just do that?
I gave it dark vision. That was the same thing I... Yeah. The same thing with you, because I forget to click the update thingy.
No, but my guy doesn't have dark vision.
Then we just
So
gonna
it's fine. I can also edit that. I'll make it 10.
Yeah, it was 10. I meant to set it so you can see your allies. That's basically what it does.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's cool. I'm because I've got her token as well, so I can see what's happening on the map.
Good. And let's see where... Yeah, and now I lost track of what happened. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think that was... No, wait a second. You would have 2 javelin throws since using the spiritual weapon is a bonus action. So you should be able to throw another javelin if you wanted to, unless you're out of javelins.
I still have 2 more. Why not? Let's go.
That hits, and yeah, it's not magical, but hey, everything...
Actually, you know what? Let me add a first level smite to that, because why not?
It is ranged, so it can't...
Really?
Yeah, it says
Oh,
melee.
dang it. Damn it. That's okay. Yeah, melee weapon. Never mind. Yeah. That's my turn.
Do you only have 10 feet of fly speed?
Yeah. It's like I
okay.
said, tiny wings.
Yeah,
I was trying to come up for a reason why she only had 10 feet, and I was like, teeny
that's
tiny
what
wings.
I was trying to figure out.
And now, ooh, the little spooky guy comes flying out and sees this tasty morsel. And tries to hit him. But those wings! I think we need to ban those wings. It's just too... Yeah.
They're just too cute.
Yeah, it's like a chibi demon. They know in this culture that not to attack such a cute thing.
Yeah. And Nakakatama basically says, Sami, remember the days we spent together on the hill behind that. And yeah, and I read actually up, it's her that needs to do the wisdom. Let's see. Come on. Yes! 1 success. She's getting a little... She seems to be getting a little bit remembering, but he He just thinks these things they need to die. And he swings at it. Thanks to that little thing, he gets advantage. Let's see if that's enough. It is enough. And it hits it for, let's see, that's 5. And he's gonna hit it again. Fully. And that is 15. So that's... It just... He almost have it. But it's just not enough. Bringing us to Runtal.
Which one of them are ground level?
This one? No, that one isn't ground level since it goes after Kaida, and this one isn't. So there is technically none ground level.
But those ones are only a little bit off the ground, aren't they?
This one is
Well,
10 feet, and this one
Yeah.
is 20 feet.
Let's see something. Okay, I use my bonus action to infuse the crossbow with my Crimson Right damage,
And that would make it a magical weapon.
and then I start shooting.
And now I discovered how I could put that lovely elevation on it.
Ah. I was gonna see, but I didn't figure it was even worth mentioning.
Which one do you? Which one is it you're shooting at? The one closest to you, or the one?
The one the closest.
Well, boom! It's dead. You don't even need to roll.
Now, I think I'll just move closer to be in range and shoot that one. That will miss, I think. 15.
Yes, that's too low. I need a 19.
Another one. That will hit.
That will hit, yes. And you see as this ball just flies, and this one just expects like, oh, there's no real damage. Then when it just burrows into the jar and is like, and looks really confused.
And that's my turn.
Two more comes floating in from the west. Aren't you happy? And she floats away, away, away. There. And does nothing. And that brings us to, which will always visit, this one. And it sees, let's see, it can just reach you. It sees this guy floating over here and thinks, oh, let's try and see if it likes to be shocked.
Oh, I'm not floating, I'm just standing on the edge.
Yeah, but it hits you, and it does, oh yeah, let's not do crit damage on you. 12 lightning damage. And you're not resistant, as I recall?
It's until the start of my next turn, so yeah, it would have passed after that, but I will absorb this one again. I think I can still. I think I still got. Yeah, I've still got one. So I use absorb elements again, as I just absorb that lightning as I'm still making it rain all around. And a concentration check. Or con save.
Yeah, I can't save.
Come on. Yes, thank you.
Yes, you're fine.
How much damage was it again? I need to roll.
Oh, yeah, you take 6 damage. Unless there's something specific. Because it's 12 damage, the damage it does, and I guess that's what you absorb. So that would be 9 lightning damage.
Oh, yeah. It just gives you resistance, so it just halves. Okay, cool. Is that right? 6? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And then it'll be 3 on the next movie next. Cool. Thank you.
And then we have this one. Who sees, this guy isn't getting attacked, or at least busy. So he attacks the moon warrior. At least tries to. Yeah, he just tries to, but just floats and just smacks into the wall. Or would smack into the wall if he was corporeal. Which brings us to Musu. That was a short.
Okay, I would like to try something as. No, fuck, I can't really do that. Everything is. All I've got is ice magic. Okay. I'm gonna then. That water's going to run down onto the dowel on his hip, and he's going to. No, fuck. How does he do this? Oh yeah, actually, it's not a range like that. Okay, so he's going to use the water whip again, and he's going to shout as it's now raining around them. He's going to actually grab the other will-o-wisp and try and get it away from the Moon Knight, as he just shouts down, "Oh, what does your son look like? Oh," and he's trying to ask about information to what might she recognize, is what he's trying to ask. But he's going to attack the other will-o-wisp down there. 21. And then.
It hits, yes.
Okay, so that's 11 plus 3 lightning damage.
0 lightning damage, as it just munches on the lightning damage. Because it's immune to lightning damage.
Is it immune to cold as well?
Holy shit. No, it is only resistant to cold.
Okay, and I was going for the other one. Anyway, not the one that you applied the damage to.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. So that one gets pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Yep. And that's unwilling movement, so it doesn't get opportunity attack, which would bring us to Kiga, unless there's more you want to do on your turn.
That's just a cantrip, so I'm going to use my last first level slot to a healing word myself, actually. So yeah, I'm just going to say, oh, you got this. And just hit myself up a little bit with 8 hit points.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel so sorry for you guys.
Alright, that's my turn.
And that means Kiga now.
So this lady is like nowhere in sight. She's like poofed out of existence.
Nope. She is, I would say, she is 30 feet away from you, which you would be able to see as a Oni.
Okay. Well, the spiritual weapon will continue to follow her and attack again.
Hits.
What's with my damage? So sad. And I guess before moving, she'll attack the one in front of her twice with a greatsword. 1, 2.
Well, you crit with the first one. Might want to hold off on that second strike.
Oh, nice.
And let's see.
Which means I also get double the stuff. So 21. 28 points of damage from that greatsword.
You just cleave it in twain and it just vanishes.
And then she'll move 10 feet towards the wraith. Well, the thingy. Again, she's still up in the air. And that'll be a 10.
Can we see where these will-o'-wisps are coming from?
They just seems to be coming from the west where she currently is. They just seem
It
to
doesn't seem like there's something creating them, or like she's the one creating them or something. Just
they seem to be coming. I would reveal a little thing. The pond was basically full of. The reason why what's called the lotuses glowed was the necrotic energy in it, and it seems that they basically are like being pulled in here by that necrotic energy.
okay. Does it seem like that's connected to the building or to the wraith? That like she's the main spirit here, right? That they connected to.
Give me holy shit! What religion? Give me a religion check.
I'm not trying to actually assess I'm just trying to see the patterns of it. Could I make it like a survival check? Just because this is panic he's not trying to see what kind of magic this is, just where these things are coming from.
Yeah, do a survival. Well, the pattern seems that they are basically just spirits that has died in some bad manner and has been drawn by the pond's necrotic energy. Because there's happened like some bad things here. It doesn't seem to be connected to Nakama. She seems to be a victim in this.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, it's not even my turn.
Yeah, and well, that means it would be the. Let's see, that would be the Moon Warrior next, since I think it's like Kaida has used the turn and then moved towards it. And he's just running up and trying to smack these while shouting to his wife, "Come back to me! You're stronger than this!" And let's see here. Please be good. Another success, yeah. She seems a little bit more like she's waking up from some sleep. Let's see what his damage is, if at all. Towards those creatures, I really hope he can take at least some of them down. Okay, that's what then he does with his second strike, which doesn't hit, so that's 7. So yeah, he looks and is like, ah, god damn it, and brings us to Rutal.
Yeah, just move closer and continue shooting the wisps. That will hit.
Hit. Unless you roll really badly on damage, I presume the one in front of you is the one you target.
Yeah. Now
It's
the other
dead.
one. That will hit. No, it will miss.
Yes, that will miss.
That's also a miss.
That's also a miss, yes.
Yeah, that's my turn.
And let me see, are we on round... Oh!
Is she regenerating as well?
No, she is not regenerating. It's something I have to keep track on which turn we are on. She's just...
But I saw 18 hit points. She healed it.
No, that's the Will-O-Wisp. Instead of rolling new tokens, I'm just making them invisible and just drawing them there. So, yeah, that's actually also what you see. 2 new Will-O-Wisps comes in. Thank you for reminding me of those. And they come in, and she will use her Yokai Scream, and you know what that means. That means saving throws for everybody.
Seriously?
It is a really nasty one. Shit, even he gets fucked. Let's see. You are not in range, which means you fail and you get affected. And he's fine, so only you and me are affected. Oh, yeah, that's what she does, and then... right up to Runzel and attacks with its shock. And it hits.
Yep.
Oh, let's see, 10 lightning damage. And that's all it can do. So let's get to the next one, which would be... I hate those. Interesting. It would be the one up at you. And it actually moves here since it sees the Moon Warrior and thinks, oh, that could be interesting. He doesn't seem to take any damage. And he keeps just avoiding it, which brings us to you, Mizu.
Okay, I'm going to... This might be pointless, I really hope it isn't, but I'm going to, as I have called down the rain around us, I'm going to just, as he kind of kneels wincing from that shriek, I'm going to start to manipulate the rain, and I'd like to animate the image of a young, like a small boy, just it's very vague in the rain, using shape water and all of my druidic ability to make this the image of a boy sort of float down through the rain and extend its hand towards her as if it's like calling towards the ghost to join her. I'm trying to make it think that it is her son that has come to call her back.
Third success. As she, well, not her turn, but she basically reaches out, trying to hit it, like touch it. So that was a really good move. Great move.
All right, and then with with the bonus action, I'm going to disappear and reappear on the roof above her with a bonus Misty Step. Actually, there we go. I'm just getting out of there, but getting up there and trying to hide myself on that roof.
You
but
can
as
give
I'm
me
controlling,
you can give me a stealth check.
oh, okay, that'll be a disadvantage because of
Scale mail.
Yeah, sounds about right. Clank down as it's magical rain. There's not actually any.
She is aware of where you are, but she's more interested in her son at the moment, or the image of her son.
Well, I guess that's my turn.
And imagine how bad it could have been if it had been a girl. And she just have been so raged that she just smacked you into the ground. And that's Kaida now.
Okay. The one next to her, is it like on the ground or like up by her?
It's on the ground. They are not up. If they would be up, I would give them a plus. Oh, it has a plus. Perfect. Should be that. And yeah, let's just put her.
Well, the spiritual weapon will go for the one next to his wife. It's gonna give the wife sort of like a chance to, So the spiritual weapon's going for the skull by her.
That hits.
Nice.
Rolling.
Yeah, roll the damage.
I'm trying. It's not letting me.
Kaida didn't want to be a cleric. But her race just doesn't want to. Okay, so it takes.
There we go. Takes 8. She'll move 10 feet towards her. And quickly, because my phone is going flat and my cat has broken my charger, so it only works sometimes. How long do you think we have left?
If we are gonna play it, I would say 2 hours, but I think after this encounter we're gonna stop because I noticed the clock.
Yeah, because my phone's on around 20%.
Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, that was my plan because then we've done most of the adventure, and it also gives a perfect time to stop.
Cool. That's my turn.
So are you just moving, or are you attacking the one next to you?
She's not attacking the one next to her because it's not up in the air. She's just moving.
Yeah, and it isn't able to reach her since she is. Let me see.
I see.
Around 30 feet up at this point, probably.
Yeah, I'm just putting that to the same. Yeah, and we are back to. God damn it! Loading up. It just sees like that and thinks, "Oh, no, nope. Actually, nope." And and you know what? Because I failed, you can actually give it a take opportunity attack on it. Because that's my fail. It's just a bit confused because it's like, look good. Then it's like, So you can take opportunity, Musu, if you want.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Nope. It's just too fast. And it goes for him.
he sort of stumbles backwards and just draws his sword, like instinctively swiping out, but he's not. He's more trying to get away from it than trying to chase after it.
And it comes there and starts gnawing on Kaida's arm. Or would have done if it was physical. So yeah, you get a little bit electric shock, Kaida, from this little will-o-wisp that, realized you was there.
Oh well, 3 damage. Nice.
Yeah, 3 damage. It's nothing special. It's not like, if you want, I can bring in, like, replace them with Gogs, and then just give them fly speed.
What are you
Good.
actually on there? I realized I haven't been
43.
keeping track. Oh, was that the
This
first
is the
time?
Yeah,
first time
man,
I've
like,
been hit.
man, like these, as I say, these will-o-wisp are still better than spine devils, but not by much.
Yeah, no, this is the first time she's actually gotten hit.
Nice.
Please kill some of them, please. Or do something smart. Well, he starts there like, see, what happened to our son? What happened to him? And he's like, there's to her, and then let's see what happens here. Please be a success. You know what? I will do something. Let me just check. Yeah, I'll do something. Since she's technically that, so I'll count that as a success. Oh, and then he just in frustration, just the one in front of Runzel, he just tries to smack it. But seems he is much more interested in what happened to his son. So Runzel, it's your turn.
Nakata did say his wife's name, right?
Yep, Nakama Asari.
So just yell it. Sorry, this is not who you are. There are people that miss you, care about you, and I just keep shooting at the wave next to me.
Let me just roll something. Interesting. Miss.
Yeah, miss.
Miss.
And another miss.
Yep. And that brings us to another turn. But something interesting. Asami, she floats down.
Oh.
And she seems to be waking up. Though the wisp is still there. Though she changes status from hostile to neutral.
Whoa. Nice.
And that brings us to the wisps, who then tries to attack Kame, but really bad at it. Which tries to attack Rutal. Since it's right in front of it, misses just as badly. Then there comes a Mega Wisp, and apparently it decides to skip someone's turn, but jumps to Mizu. Now, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to the image of the child will sort of float down closer and seem to step onto the ground as the rain still pours around it. You'll just see this image starting to move in closer to its mother, and as he's doing that, he's going to reach up to his side. Oh, I just realized shape water is an action as well. Okay, so yeah, that he's just going to keep keep trying to convince her then, and yeah, no bonus actions. Okay, I think that's all he's going to do. He looks like the others have this covered, so he's just going to keep trying to convince her with shape water.
Fine. That would mean we are now Kami. Eller Kaide, so it's you?
She'll float down as well. Actually, no. She'll first like kill that thing in front of her. My goodness, dude, just leave me alone. Stop harassing me.
So what you're gonna try is that you're gonna try to slap it, or so.
Great sword.
I wondered if you would try to stab the sword down into it and then basically take it with you into the fall, so it takes the fall damage.
Oh hell yeah!
Because
that is very smart.
Because if that's what you're gonna do, then it just dies and vanishes.
Nice.
And you are now down at the ground, and you still have your movement, which means you can attack the one like almost just behind you.
I'll attack that one as well. Why not?
And it hits.
Does it die?
You can still roll the elemental damage.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the elemental damage.
I've managed to maintain that this whole time.
13 points of damage.
It flickers, but just for a moment, and then flares up again. Still alive.
Okay, she'll add a smite to it. Let's just die.
And it vanishes in a flash of holy fire.
Nice. And that's a 10.
And that brings
That's
us
a kick-ass.
That brings us to what's his name? Kame, who he just does 2 attacks towards the ghost and hopes to kill it, or the wisp. But he seems still a bit distracted, bringing us to Rutal.
Just hit him, please. Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
That's the first attack.
That will miss.
Yeah, that will miss.
And that will hit.
Still alive. Still alive.
That's my turn.
Yep. And she will float up towards it. And she will use life drain. Hopefully it works on it. Nope.
Oh.
It just goes right through it. As she basically with her other hand is trying to like get the kid to follow her. Bringing this one to it, and it's gonna float down now that it is. And let's just do it. And it's in the order. Okay, it kills itself. It kills itself. It's just or rather it turns invisible and nopes out. It's not gonna fight anymore. And boom. That brings the encounter to the end, as Asari says, Kame, is that really you? Is it really you? What happened? And Kamahi turns and says, "It's okay, my love. Don't worry, it's over." And she floats over and starts crying and rests on his shoulder. He says, "I think we should take a rest for tonight, and tomorrow we can find out what happened here." And this is how it is how the let's say the non-extended version ends. The extended version has a little bit more, but I think at the time it's best if we say we stop here and then we can take the rest later if anyone is up for it.
Yeah, man, that was great. Thank you very much.
Something.
I feel like that was a win, turning the Wraith